Welcome to this tutorial. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how you can design a simple identity card in few minutes. This is Coreldraw 2024, and if you are using the lower version, stick to the end of this video and you will understand and achieve same result. So this is my create a new document. Look at the dialog box. Look at it here. Create a new document dialog box. Okay. So for the number of pages, I'm going to be using 2 pages. That is the front and the back. So for my primary column, we'll leave it as CMYK because it is for print. Now I'm going to set my measurement here. Now before you do any setting here, always select the unit first. Select the unit first before you put your measurement so that it will take the measurement of that unit. Okay, because 2 cm is not the same as 2 inches. So always select the unit first. Now for the width, I'm going to be using 2.125 inches by 3.37 inches. That's for the height. Now for the orientation, I'll leave it at what? Portrait resolution 300, every other thing default, and I'll click on OK. And my page will be open. So this is my ID card size, paper size of page. Now, before you do any design, you know very well you have to double click on rectangle tool. So I can get the same frame like the page and I remove the outline. If you don't know how to do this, go and watch my beginners class and you will understand. Now, okay, I'm going to be importing the information that was given by this company. But before I do that, let me give you a little piece of advice. Always design one template, okay? Send to your client or whoever, and they should verify and confirm that template before you now duplicate that template. Why? So that if they make correction on just one template, okay, you will effect it, okay, before you duplicate, and it will be easier. But when you now insert all the pictures, let's assume you have like 50 ID cards, okay, 50 passport to insert, and you've inserted all, and you've inserted their information. Now they now change something on the design. You will have to change the same thing for all the templates you've duplicated. So always make sure you design one, send to them, and they should get clear information or correction about that particular template before you can duplicate and put other stuff their information. So that is it. Now I'm going to set my margin here, my ruler guide. Okay. Now what I'll do, look at my ruler guide here. I'll bring it out, place here. I'll leave it here. That is for the left. I'll place another one by the right. Okay. I'll also bring down this other ruler guide on top and also take it down here too. Okay. Why am I doing this? So that it will guide me on how I'm placing my text. Okay. Now, if you look very well, this is not equal. If you look at the margin, they are not equal, even though looking equal. So how will I make sure everything is equal? Now, what I'll do is I'll draw a little box. Have you seen? I've drawn a little box. I'll take it down here. Okay, have you seen? I'll take it down here and reduce it. Okay, I'll reduce it and I'll press. Look at it. This is the box. Okay. Now, if I want to give the measurement, uniform measurement, I can come here and put that measurement. Okay. I can come here and put that measurement. If I want to use a uniform measurement, just like this one now, if I'm okay with this box, what I'll do is I'll just listen. I'll take this ruler, adjust it here. I'll click on this box, click on the page, press button, that is B, button. Then left L on your keyboard. The shortcut key is BL. That is bottom and left, so that this box will go to the left and the bottom, as you can see, is already here. So I'll now adjust this ruler guide. Have you seen? So I'll now take it to the right. How will I do that? I'll click on the box, click on the main page, press R on my keyboard. R is for right. Okay, have you seen? It has gone to the right. I will now adjust this ruler guide. Okay. Now for the top, I'm going to press T or click on the shape, click on the main page, holding your shift key first before you click on the main page, then you click T. Have you seen? It has gone up again. So I'm going to adjust this ruler guide also. Have you seen? Now I'm going to still click on it again, click on the main page, hold down shift key, click on the main page and click on what? Left. I'll take it to the left. Have you seen? So I've gotten equal size. I can now delete the shape. Okay, that is that. Now I have set my margin. So I'm going to be importing those things. First of all, let me bring in the right top. Let me bring in the right top. Okay, this is the right top for the front. I'll copy. I'll click on my text tool, click anywhere, the interface, and paste. That is Ctrl V, and I'll paste. Okay, let me reduce this one. I'll reduce it and take it here. Okay, fine, let it be here. Now I'm going to be importing the passport and the signature. I've already cropped using Photoshop. I'll remove the background. Okay, then also I'm going to bring in the logo of the company's logo, the company's logo. So how am I going to do that? Is either I use my Ctrl plus I or the icon here, or I move to my file menu and click on what? Import. Import. Now I'm going to be importing this. Now this is the folder, okay? So I'll click, hold down my Control key to select, then I will do what? Click on import. Okay, this is my logo, this is my passport, and this is my signature. Okay, I've cropped the signature using Photoshop. Okay, so but let me advise, if you have multiple ID cards to design, I know very well you have different signatures, okay, like this to work with. Okay, always make sure that place you put that signature, let it take a white background, so that when you want to place your signature there, it will not affect the design, or it will not make that your space upward. Okay, it won't give it an upward look. Why? You might not have time to be removing background for all the signatures. It can be time consuming, okay, and sometimes it will look stressful. So always make sure you have a white background where you are placing the signature, so that it will just fall on that white background and it won't show that there's a background on the signature. Okay, so let's proceed. So first of all, I'm going to be covering this my shape here. So what I'll do is I'm going to duplicate, copy and paste. Let me copy it and paste. Okay, I've copied this particular shape you are seeing here. I've pasted. I'm going to still copy again and paste. Okay, so there are three shapes here now. You can see, look at one, look at the four, look at this 8 nodes here. Okay, see another one this side, and the main border. Okay, so there are three different shapes here. Okay, three. Why am I doing three? I want to add two different colors to the other two shapes. One is going to be deep blue, the other one is going to be orange, based on the colors on this logo here. Have you seen? I'm going to be working with their colors here, which is what? This blue, deep blue, and also orange color. Okay, so the first one here is what? Blue. Now I'm going to click on CMYK blue. Why? Because it is for print. Whenever you use the RGB color and you want to print, you discover that sometimes those colors will definitely change. It won't give you the exact color as you have seen on the screen. Why? The color modes are not the same. The CMYK is for print and the RGB is for what? The online view, the screen view. Okay, so always make sure as you design with what? CMYK color, always export CMYK color mode, so that you get your colors well. Okay, but I don't like using this direct blue. Okay, I used to add shade to it, that is by adding black. So how will I do that? As you can see, look at this down place here, where you have, look at this down place here, where you have this pen bucket. I'll double click on it, and when I double click on it, it will take me to my word, to a place where I know that my edit field, where I know that I'm going to, add black. If you have not watched my video on colors, do well to watch that. You understand this environment. Now look at where I have CMYK. Remember, I'm working with CMYK palette. Okay, so as you can see, this is 100 of cyan, 100 of magenta. Have you seen? Have you seen? But I want to make this blue. Look at this down place here where you have this arrow. I want to make it darker. You can see that if I apply any color, if I move this small dot here, this small dot, if I move the small box here, this down one here is going to change. Take for instance, look at, have you seen? Have you seen? It's changing. Have you seen? It's changing. Have you seen? Good. So now, if you understand this place and understand how it works, you'll be able to manipulate these figures here. So for my cyan, I'm going to leave it at 100. For the magenta, I'll leave it at either 98 or 97. Let me leave it at 98. For the yellow here, yellow, okay, I'm going to leave it at this 17. Okay. Then for my black, I want something darker, so I might increase it to what? 37. Okay. Now if I click on this bar, you see it will be darker small. Now I have gotten these figures and look at the new color here. Have you seen? If I click on OK, it will take that same color. Now look, I'm going to click on OK. As you can see, look at my document palette. Have you seen the former blue and the one I have added shade? So this is it. Remember, there are three shapes here. One is my border, the other two is the one I'll add the blue, and the other one I'll add the orange. This is the first one I'm adding blue. Now if I will move this up, there's another one here which I'm going to add the CNYK orange. Have you seen? Okay, that's the second one. Now I want to curve this my blue here. This my blue shape. I want to curve it to the way I would like. Okay, so how am I going to do that? I'll right click and I'll do what? Click on what? Convert to curves. Right click on convert to curves. Now using my shape tool, look at my shape tool here, the second tool here. Have you seen? Shape tool. Look at this thing has nodes 1, 2, 3, 4. They have nodes. Okay, so I'm going to be selecting one of these nodes. Okay, now before I select any of these nodes, I'm going to click at the middle here, this line, this middle here. Have you seen? And I'll click on what? To curve. The first one I did was the whole image, the whole shape, and converting it what? To curves. Now I want only this down part here, this line. I'm just converting this one. I just right click and click on to curves, because this is where I want to curve. Okay, from this point right to the point left here. Okay, now you've seen two arrows here. Okay, now what you do is, have you seen these two arrows? I'm going to move one of them. As you can see, look at, I'm going to move this one down. Click on it, I'll move it down. Have you seen? While this other one, I'll take it up. Have you seen? Have you seen? Fine. I'll take this down again and take this up. I'll click on pick tool, then I can now adjust, take it up. Have you seen? Mind you, I can still adjust anytime, okay, based on what I want. Now this is my orange shape. I'll still reduce it. Okay, there's another one down. Have you seen? This white one is the one that I know that is my border. Okay, now this is the orange one, and I will also do same curving to this. Now I'm going to still right click on the orange shape, convert to curves. Okay, then click on my shape tool to transform this object. I'm going to also right click on this line here, this bottom part, and click on what? To curve. Have you seen the two arrows again? Have you seen? Now what I'm going to do is, I'm now going to take this other right one up. Have you seen this arrow here? I'm going to take it up. Okay, I'll take it up. This other one, I'll hold down my control key, click on that node, and still take it up. Have you seen? For taking this up. Now I can adjust this one here. Can adjust this. Just follow the way I'm adjusting. Have you seen? Can adjust this so we get the kind of shape we want. I can also adjust this blue. Okay. Have you seen? Good. I've gotten this shape now. Now I want to bring in my logo. This is my logo. I'll take it up. I don't know how you know, if you know how to take it up, that will be Shift plus page up to take it in front of what? The page. Shift plus page up. Okay, when you click Shift key plus your page up on your keyboard, it will take everything that is behind in front of layer. Okay, so I'm going to place it here. As you can see, this is my ruler guide. Okay, it's telling me that I shouldn't exit that place, that ruler guide I'm seeing. So everything will be under that ruler guide. So you can see. Have you seen? Good. Now this is it. Okay. Now I'm going to bring in the text. I'm going to press my Ctrl plus K to break this text. I'm going to break this text. Okay. To break down, how will I do that? Either I use Ctrl plus K or I go to my object menu and I click on what? Break sure way. Now I've broken this one. I've separated them. Now I'm going to move this into my design space. Okay, into my page. Have you seen? I'll now give it a complementary color that will go with this deep blue and orange, which is what I'll be using deep yellow. Deep yellow. Look at deep yellow here. Using deep yellow. I'll click on it. Now the typeface I'll be using. Okay, I'm going to search to be is a popular typeface, Haettenschweiler. Okay, you can call it rightly. This is the typeface I'll be using. Okay, I'm going to scale this. I'll scale this so that it will fit very well. Okay, this is it. I'll click on it, hold down my shift key, then click on this blue shape and press C on my keyboard to take it to the center. Have you seen now? Have you seen? Okay, that is it. Let me reduce my logo small. Good. So I will now take this here. Okay, good. Now, the next thing I'm going to be bringing is the services of the company. Okay, this is it. I'll bring it inside and I will reduce it and I'll give it a white color. So it will show a white color. Good. So this is a white color and the typeface I'll be using is what? Montserrat. Let me use a popular typeface, Montserrat. Okay, Montserrat, and that will be, let me reduce it. There's Montserrat I'll be using, and I'll be using the semi-bold. That is the font will be now Montserrat semi-bold. Remember the typeface is Montserrat, okay, but the font I'll be using is what? Montserrat semi-bold. Don't get confused. Typeface and font. Okay, I'll now reduce it. Do well to also watch my video on what? Typography. You understand why I said typeface and font. Okay, next I'm also going to adjust this shape because I have other things I'm going to bring in. So I'll bring down this guy this side because I want to put in my address here. As you can see, this is my address. I'm going to reduce it and I'm going to maintain same typeface because too many typeface is not good for your design. A minimum of one typeface is okay and a maximum of 3. So 2 is still okay. Okay, manage it. Then 3 is maximum. Don't see that. I see some other designers, they will just use up to 4 5 typefaces. They are not obeying the rules of typography. So I'm still going to use the same one. Now how will I do that? Is either I will duplicate the properties of this my services to this my address, but for the sake of this tutorial and those coming in for the first time, I'm going to still select from where my font list Montserrat semi-bold. And remember this one here, I think let me use 4.7. That is for the size so that we have a uniform size, and I also use this one 4.7 so it will be uniform. As you can see, have you seen? I'll now move it here. Okay, and centralize it. That is it. So I have gotten my word, the name of the company, I've gotten the services, and I've also placed the address. I can still adjust this my shape. Okay, you can see this is it. I can still click on using my shape tool. I can select this node with it and still bring it down. Now this is it. So I've gotten this other part. Now I'm going to bring in my passport. How will I do that? I'll click on my rectangle to draw a square. I'm assuming this is the size of the passport. Okay, so let's assume this is the size of the passport. This is where I'm going to put my passport. So always make sure you draw a small box where your passport can enter. Okay, now I'm going to take it here, take it up. Let me still bring down this my shape. I'll take it here. Okay. Now you might say, what's the measurement for this? Well, I will tell you there's no measurement, but I can give you a secret tip on how you can get the exact measurement for this. Okay. Okay. I can decide to come here. Okay. Look at my measurement area here. My measurement area. I can decide to make it 0.8 inch. 0.8 inch. Have you seen? By 1 inch. I click enter. Have you seen? The shape has increased. Have you seen? Can decide. Now I'm going to duplicate this same shape. I'm going to copy and paste because there's an outline I want to put. Okay. I want to put an outline here. This particular shape, I want to put an orange outline. Then the inner one is where I'll put my passport. So I'll either copy and paste, or I'll hold down my shift key, come to the edge here where to change to this 4 arrow. Then I'll click and drag inside. Let's do it well. Look at, have you seen? Click inside, drag and right click. That is to duplicate. I don't know if you understand. Pay attention. I said I just want to give you a tip, okay, on how to get this shape here. Remember, from the design I want to do, I want to add an orange color outline, okay, but there will be another shape inside this box, okay, that I've selected, that I'll now add the passport. I said it's either I'll copy and paste, hold down shift key and drag inside. That is the one I've copied and pasted. Or I'll just hold down my shift key, okay. I'll move to one of these nodes here, okay, at the side, top right, and it will change to these 4 arrows here. Then I'll click and drag inside. Then I'll right click immediately to duplicate. Have you seen? Anyone that works for you. So I just copy this box and duplicate it anyhow you want to do it. Anyone that works for either you duplicate with your mouse or you copy and paste and reduce it. Fine. So you've seen that I have duplicated this. The one I said, the other one, the first one here, this other one will be for my outline, orange, and this other one there will be no outline. That is where I'll put my passport. Now, if you look very well, the inner box, okay, they are not equal. Okay, so you have to use your head. If the measurement I gave for this first one is 0.8, look at it here, inch by 1.0 inch, okay, is this. Now the inner one, I'm also going to reduce it because I want something that will fit very well. So for the inner one, I can use now 0.7. Okay, 0.7 inch. Remember the other outer one is 0.8. So I'll reduce it by just small inch, 0.7 inch. Then for the height, I'm going to use 0.9. Remember it was 0.9. Listen, I'll click enter. As you can see, that's taking the exact measurement. Good. This is it. So I'm going to give it an orange outline. That is the outer one. Give it an orange outline by doing what? Right clicking on the color. Okay. That is an orange outline. I can increase it to 0.75. Have you seen? Good. Now what I'm going to do is this inner one. Now I'll remove the outline, but before I do that, let me put in my passport. Okay, this is my passport. I'm going to convert to bitmap. Always convert your pictures or your backgrounds to bitmap. How do you do that? Yeah, converting so that it won't be heavy. Okay, it won't make your design size big or very heavy to load or to save, okay, or even to open. So how will I do that? I'll click on the image, move to my bitmaps menu, click on convert to bitmap and select RGB. Click on OK. Click on OK. Now I'm going to power clip this passport into this shape we have here. How will I do that? There are many ways to do one thing in this interface. I've said that over and over. Somebody else will right click and do it, and that person will go to the menu, and that person might decide to use shortcut key. Okay, so I'm going to my menu for the sake of this tutorial. I'm going to click on the image, go to my object menu, and I'll move to a power clip, and I'll say place inside frame. I'll click on it and look at this arrow. I'll now click on this middle shape here, the inner one. As you can see, it has entered inside. Now I'm going to place him very well. Okay, how will I do that? I'll either look at this place, I'll do edit. Have you seen? Click on edit. I'm inside what? This content or the container of frame. I'm going to resize this young man fitting well. Have you seen? Then I can now click on finish. Boom. Now look at, there's still outline. I'll right click and remove the outline. Good. So as you can see, that is my passport. Have you seen? I've gotten it. I can now centralize it. Good. So that is that for that one. Now the next one here we're going to do is what? To bring in the information of this person, and the name of this person is John William. Okay, so this is John William. I'm going to place it under his passport, centralize him. Okay, I'm going to place him under his passport, and I'll make it to be capital letters. How will I do that? Go to your text menu, click on change case, click on uppercase, and click on OK. Have you seen? That is for the name. I've made it what? All capital letters. I'll be using Montserrat Black. Let me reduce him. Okay, Montserrat Black. Let me give you the size. Let me use 12 points. Okay, I'll be using that one typeface that we use. Remember, we are using uniform typeface. I'm going to be selecting Montserrat, but not regular. I'm going to be using Montserrat what? Montserrat Black, because it is the same font. It is the same family. Okay, the same font of the same typeface. Okay, so I'm going to be using what? Montserrat Black. Okay, that is it. So I'll click on what? Montserrat Black. That is it, and I'll centralize the name. Okay, good. I've done that. Now I'm going to also click. I'm going to add the deep blue color I added before. Look at this same deep blue color is what I'm adding, and I'll take this up. That is that. Okay, I'll centralize it. Now this is his position, the technical director. Okay, so I'm going to reduce this and take it here, because as a position it must not be the same size with the name. Okay, I'm going to take it, and I'll use Montserrat semi bold. Montserrat semi bold. Got it here. Okay, let me reduce this to 7 points. Let me use 7 points. As you can see, everything. I'm going to use italics. Look at here. Look at this place. This I here. Click on italics, and I'm going to add orange color. Have you seen? So I'll reduce, go to centralize it, hold down shift key after clicking the first one, click on the next one, press C on your keyboard, and it will centralize. Now that is it. Now the next one is this information here. Okay, the date of birth. I think this is date of birth. Yes, the date of birth, DOB. Okay, the gender, male, code, and the rest. This is it. Now I'm going to do something here, so everything will be in a uniform order. Okay, I'm going to copy this. I'll copy this, and I'm going to paste here. Have you seen what I'm doing? Have you seen? So I'm going to give you Montserrat extra bold. Why am I doing that? Let me use 6 point. I'll click on 6 point. I'll use Montserrat. Why am I doing that? I want everything to be on one side. Let me click on Montserrat. Then let me go to the font family. I'll use Montserrat extra bold. Good. I'll now take it up small. Take it up here small. You might ask, why am I doing this? I want the date of birth, the gender, the code, the blood group, phone, and email to be on one line. Then the main information now will now be on the other side. Okay, so I'm going to be using right align for this and left align for this other one. So how am I going to do that? Now look at, this is date of birth. Okay, DOB. I'm also going, the next one here is what on our list is gender, code, blood, and what phone. So what I'll do is I'm going to duplicate this one with my mouse, and I'll press Ctrl D to duplicate the rest. Have you seen? How many is that? That is 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that is 6. So the first one is DOB, the second one is gender. So I'll just click on it, double click on it, and edit. I'll type it there, gender. Have you seen? The next one there is what? Code. Still put column. The next one is what? Blood, and I'll put column. Following what you have by the right here. Okay, I'm just typing out this again. That is blood. The next one is what? Phone. So put my column. And finally, we have email. Okay, email. I still put column. Now, as you can see, this is left aligned, but I'm going to make it right. How will I do that? I'll click and select all. I'll select all, then I'll press R on my keyboard. R, that is right align, shortcut to right align. R, have you seen? All have now gone to the right. Looking, have you seen? Good. Now I'm going to bring this other information now. How will I do that? I'm still going to select this because I want this to be on a straight line. Okay, I'm going to select this and hold down and click to my right. Have you seen? I'll drag to my right. Then I'll right click immediately. Right click. Look at it. I'll click on it. I'll be fast. Right click. Have you seen? Right click to duplicate. Then in my mouse, click on it, drag it to your right, hold down your control key so that it will take the same line. Then immediately, while you're holding down your control key, click on it, right click immediately, and it will do what? It will duplicate like this. Have you seen? So I'm now going to use left align for this, and I'll press letter L on my keyboard while I've selected all letter L. Have you seen? That is left align. I will now bring it closer. Now for this other information here, what I'll be using, I want to be using I won't be using bold. Why? I want the heading to be bolder than every other one. So I will be using same, let's say semi bold. Let me use semi bold. You see how semi bold will be? Let's see. Okay. Now I'm going to put in the information here I've got in here. Okay, this is what? 20th 06 1998. So I'll come here and click on my DOB again and type the 20th / 06 / 1998. There's a very short code where I can do this, but for the sake of this tutorial, I'm going to do this from scratch. Okay, so you can understand. The next one here is what? Is mail. Okay, is mail. So I'll write the mail. Okay, then the next one is the code. I'm going to select select this code, highlight all, and that is the code ST-005. For the blood, that is O plus. So I'll click on it, select all, O plus. Okay, then for the number, I'm using a random phone number here, and also this is even a random picture for the purpose of this tutorial. So that will be 0, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, have you seen? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The sake of this tutorial. Now for the email, I'll select all. The email says Mike, then small letters, Mike Will at gmail.com. Good. I can now delete this other one. Have you seen? Now, as you can see, this is my information. Have you seen? I still select it and press L so that it will be left, to take it to the left, that is left align. Then I can now move it closer here. Okay, shift it again. Have you seen? Now I'm going to select all of these and group. How do I group? Control G. Either look at object, go to object. Have you seen where I have group? Have you seen group? Control G, click on it. Now I have grouped them, they are now one. Okay, they are now one. So even if I hold on the click on, even if now I've selected it and I click on the main shape which we have here, which is white, click on it and press C. Have you seen? To only take it to the middle. Have you seen? To centralize it. So even if I want to adjust this, I can adjust this. So the next one here, I'm going to bring in my what? Signature. But before I do that, I'm going to also draw another shape. Look at, because there's it, I want to add a little design down here before I put that signature. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll also copy. I'm going to copy this white. Look at this white I've selected it. I'll copy it and I'm going to paste it. Have you seen? Mind you, I've removed the outline. Look at, there's a shape here. Have you seen? This is it. Let me add color so that you see. Have you seen? Have you seen? Fine. undo. Now I'm going to click, knowing to that this shape is on top. What I'll do is I'll come up here, click and take down. Have you seen? I've taken this down. I'll now add my deep blue color because that's what I'm working with. Have you seen? Good. Now I've gotten this one now. As you can see, I've gotten it. So I'm going to also curve this downside so that it will give me the kind of design and shape I want. How will I do that? I'll right click on that blue, convert to curves. Click on shape tool, and I'm going to do what? Come to this same up here like we did the other one. Right click to show you to curve. Have you seen? Look at these two arrows here, this one and this one. Have you seen? That is it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to now take this down. Have you seen? I'm dragging this down some more. Have you seen? Then I will now take this up. Have you seen? I'll now take this up. Take this up. I'll take this down. Have you seen? Good. This is it. Now you might say, why am I going below this? Please, this ruler guide was just to help me know how this place should be. I know, yes, you are not supposed to, disobey your ruler guide. Okay, mostly when we are into brochure designs and the rest. But I know that even if I go below this ruler guide, it doesn't affect my print and it will not cut. Okay, so always stick to what works. Now this is it. I have done this one. I have placed every other thing here. I want to bring in my signature. So I'll click on my pick tool. When I click on my pick tool, I'll come here. Before I do that, now look at this signature. It's looking very, very faint. Okay, I'm going to make this signature to come out very, very bold. Okay, now what will I do? First of all, I'll click on my bitmaps and I'll do what? Convert to bitmap. So to reduce size, have you seen? Convert to bitmap so that it won't be heavy. I'll still go back to bitmaps and I'll do what? I'll select grayscale. That is black and white, grayscale. Then I'll move to my effect menu. Have you seen effect? Have you seen? Now move to adjust. Have you seen adjust? Now click on what? Gamma. Click on gamma. Now gamma has loaded. Have you seen? Now this is gamma. When I click on gamma, I am going to adjust and this will be thick. Have you seen? As I adjust, it's coming out. Have you seen? It's coming out. I'm going to adjust. I'm going to adjust. Based on your version, adjust and you see this effect, and I will now leave it like that. So you can see that I have made this signature to pop out. Okay, I can now reduce it and take it here. Remember I said I removed the background in Photoshop, so you can remove your background, fine. If you can't, I said always place it on a white background so that it won't show. So I've removed my background. You see, good. I'm going to reduce this. I'm going to also scale this, adjust this, because I'll be writing something there. You can see. Good. Now I'm going to write there. Listen. I'm going to write the holder sign. What is the holder signature? So I'm going to write the holder's sign. Holders sign. That is the short form for signature. And I'm going to reduce it. I'll reduce it. Okay. Now I'm going to be using, let me give it, let's say 5 points. Let me give it 5 points. Okay. I'll still be using my Montserrat because there are the two typefaces I'm using, Montserrat and Haettenschweiler. Okay. So I think I should use let me use semi bold. Okay. I'll take it here. Have you seen where I've placed this one? I'll now click on what? I'll use white color. Have you seen? There is white on it. I'll use white and I'll make it italics. Okay, then I'll make sure it centralizes with the signature. Boom. You see, that is for the front. Okay, now I've gotten the front design. Okay, if you look very well at the preview, you discover that this blue here has a kind of dark bottom. How did I achieve that? If you look at this other one, it has a top kind of dark bottom, the top here where you have this logo part. How did I achieve that? I achieved that using my interactive fill to, interactive fill to, which is what, letter G. So I'll click on it. Now look at where this blue is. I'll just click on it. You can hold down your control key, click on it, take it up. Have you seen? I've taken it up. Now this place you are seeing white, this box here, I am going to click on what? Black. And the black I'm going to be using is what? My 100% black. You can use your normal black, fine. Okay, so I'll now, after I've selected this, I'm now going to look at my color palette here. I'll click on this one, 100% black. Have you seen? Everything is 100, 100, 100. The cyan is 100, magenta 100, yellow 100. The key, which is also black, is 100. I'll click on it. Have you seen? Have you seen how the top is dark? I'll now adjust. I'll now adjust. Look at this. I'm going to make that black to blend with this blue. I'll adjust. I don't want too much black, but a touch of black so you can see. Have you seen? Okay. Okay. Now, have you seen? You can see that that blue now has black. Even though I've added black to the blue, I've made the top to be a bit darker. I'll now drop the two by clicking on pick two. Now looking at the under this same this down design here, or I just did this shape here. I also added black here. So what I'll do is I'll still use the same tool, click on it, then hold control key, drag down, then I'll add black to it. Now I'll still adjust it so that somebody will not really know that black is really there. So I'll adjust it so it will not be too dark. Have you seen? Have you seen? Good. Mind you, all of these colors are my CMYK colors. Okay, I didn't use any RGB color here because it is for print. Now I've gotten this, so I'll now add blue color to even this my date of birth and the rest. I'll add blue for the sake of consistency. I'm going to use blue. Have you seen? I've added blue to it. Now we have done the front design. I can go ahead to adjust my shapes, which is the orange. I can adjust it the way I want. Okay, I can adjust it the way I want. Can curve it the way I want. I'll click on the note and adjust it exactly the way I want. You can see. Have you seen? And adjust it the way I want. And also adjust the blue. Have you seen? Good. And this is how my ID card will look. Let me view full screen. Boom, guys. This is the front design of this identity card. Okay, so we'll move to our back page, which is the back of this. So we are, like you said, we selected two pages, so that would be front and back. So for the back, most times you are not being given the back information. Okay, your client believes that you are the professional and you should know what should be behind. Okay, so most time I'm not even giving the back, but I use my head to craft what will be behind. So this is page 2. Remember, it's the same measurement. I'm going to double click on my rectangle tool and it will take the same frame like my page. Okay, for the back, I'm now going to bring in my information. But before I do that, I'm going to also do a small kind of design. If you know very well that okay, you want black and white back, you can use black and white. But for the sake of this tutorial, I will treat this small. I want to put a small design. I'll draw my circle. Okay, I'll draw my circle. I'll drop it. Then I'll add my blue color. Have you seen? I'll remove the outline. This for the back. Now page 1 is for the front, while page 2 is for the back. Now I've added my circle. I don't want a perfect circle, so I'm going to alter this. I'm going to alter this circle. Drag here. Okay. Now I'm going to power clip this circle into this frame here, this shape. Okay. So I'll click on it, go to my object menu. Okay. Then I'll click on what? Power clip. Look at power clip here, the third option here. You see place inside frame. Click on it, then I'll click inside. As you can see, it's inside. So what do I do? Look at here. Is that right click and do what? And click on what? Edit power clip. Good. I'm inside this frame now. Good. Now I now move this to this place. Have you seen? I'll move this here. I'll take it up very well. Remember, anything that is showing outside this frame you are seeing will cut. That means you don't need it. So whatever is showing inside this box here is what will display when you leave this frame. So this is it, and I'll duplicate it. How will I duplicate? Either you use your mouse to duplicate or you copy and paste. So I'll copy and paste. Now I'll take this one to this other side. Okay, have you seen? Take it to this other side, or take it in, let it be in. As you can see, this other one will be what? I'll scale it, let it be bigger. Okay, this one I'll still take it inside. I'll take it inside. Good. Now there's another shape I want to put inside. I'm going to duplicate this one. Okay, I'll copy this one and paste. Then I'll now, have you seen? I'm going to put this here. Let me enter the power clip again. Look at, I'll copy and paste. As you can see, this is on top of this one. Let me add my orange color. Have you seen? It's on top, but I want this to go behind. How will I do that? I'll hold down my shift key on my keyboard, okay, and press page down. You see PGDN on your keyboard. Click on it based on your keyboard, okay, you see that. So now, have you seen? I'll now adjust. I'll take this one up again, take this one down, I'll scale it. Good. Have you seen? That's for the back. Now if you look down here, I want to also duplicate this down. I'm going to duplicate this, either copy and paste, drag down here. Have you seen? Good. I want to add orange and red, orange and blue rather. Sorry, I'm going to add orange and blue color. I'll duplicate the same shape, copy and paste. Okay, as you can see, okay, I'll move there are two shapes there. I'll now add orange. Now I'm going to take the orange behind the blue. How will I do that? Shift key, hold down shift key, page down. It's behind. Have you seen? I'm now going to adjust it well. Okay, the yellow or the orange rather won't show very well, but the blue will really show. I want the orange to go behind. Good. Now, as you can see, I'm going to leave this environment. Click on finish. Boom. Have you seen how our back is going to look like? Have you seen how our back is going to look like? So let me now bring in the text for the back. I'll go here. This is the back. Have you seen back card? I'm going to copy the information. Okay. Can right click and copy. Click on my text tool. Click anywhere here and paste. I can reduce it. Now, what I used to advise, as you can see this back, I used to advise you by students to do what? To use your text tool. Draw a text box here. Text box. When you click on your text tool, drag and draw, this box will come. Have you seen? You say click here with text tool to add paragraph text. Now, why are you doing this? So that it will take a uniform kind of measurement. Okay? Uniform kind of measurement. It will not stress you in trying to adjust. So what I'll do is I'll cut Ctrl X, I'll cut this, click inside here and do what? And I'll paste. And as you can see, the text is really much. Okay. So what will I do? What I'll do is I'll still maintain my Montserrat typeface, or maintain my Montserrat typeface. So I'll click on the box. I'll still click on my Montserrat typeface, and I'll be using medium. Let me select semi bold first. Then I'll use for the size. I'll be using, let's use 7 based on the typeface. I will use 7. Let me use Montserrat medium. Let me check Montserrat medium. Montserrat medium. Okay, good. Okay, Montserrat medium. This is it. Have you seen? For my text, I'll be leaving it at black, so I'll just click on what my normal black. Leave it at black, or you still click on your 100% black. Fine. So this is it. I got this information. I formed this information. Okay. So I said the bearer whose passport, okay, photograph, or I just say the bearer whose photograph. Don't even understand. You can still say the bearer whose. Let me add passport so that some people will not say you did not put passport. But say let me add passport. Okay, have you seen? Now I'm going to centralize this. I'll click on highlight. I'll do what? I'll press Ctrl E to centralize it. As you can see, now I see is the start of. I'll break this one down. I'll take this down. I'll now make the name of the company word in capital letters. Make it in capital letters because that is the company's name. Okay, in capital letters, and I will use semi-bold of the same typeface. Semi-bold. Have you seen semi-bold? Semi-bold is not that bold. Let's try black. Let me see black. It's too much. Let me see extra black. Fine. I'll use extra bold. Okay. I use Montserrat extra bold. Okay. Show with technology. This is the address next. Okay. Now I'm going to also space this. I'm going to this if found. I'm going to take this down. Have you seen? Then I'll make sure I want this state to be on the same line with the delta. Good. And centralize this now. Okay. Now as you can see, this is it. Say if found, return to what nearest police station. Good. So now I say what this card is not transferable. I'm going to use italics for that. I'll reduce this my text box. I'll be using italics for this. So I'll highlight it, select it in my text tool. Look at this place. I'll click on what? Italics. Okay, that is it. Good. Now I'm going to draw a line for my authorized signature. I'm going to draw a line. I'm going to adjust this, enter this frame and adjust this. I'll move this ones up. Okay, I'll move this up so that I'll have space under. Good. I'll leave. I'll take this up some more. Good. I'm going to draw a line. Know how to draw your line, use your Bezier tool. If you don't know how to use these tools, go and watch my beginners class where I explain this step by step and you understand. I'll draw a line. That is to say, if there's an authorized signature, which there will always be in most cases, listen, I'm still going to right click on it and give it a dark line. I'll click on my black here. I'll increase that line. Look at where I can increase it. It's either I'll come here and increase it to either 1 point or I'll do it manually this side. Have you seen? Either 1 point so that when I print it will show very well. Okay, then I centralize it. Then for my authorized signature, I'll still be maintaining the same typeface, which is what? Same Montserrat. Okay, be maintaining Montserrat. So I'll go back to my font and click on what? Montserrat. I'll use medium. You can see I'll reduce it. Okay, still black, and I'll click on what? Italic. Let's take this down. Let's take this down small. Okay, then this should come up directly under this. Let me add my black directly under the signature. Okay, I'll centralize it, the line. Okay, as you can see, is now at the center. Okay, let me use 8 points. Click on it, I'll use 8 points. Good. As you can see, good. Now for the barcode, since this barcode of a thing, you have to insert it, but for the sake of this tutorial, we will not have time to insert that barcode. But there's a font, a typeface I used to use for my barcode. So even if I type something like this, I type any random text here like this, there's a barcode I'm going to select, and that typeface is 3. It's called what? 3 of something, 3 of 9. That is the name of the barcode. I'm still trying to search it. Okay, have you seen 3 of 9 barcode? Have you seen? I click on it, 3 of 9 barcode gives me a barcode. Okay, a random barcode, and I can put it here. Okay, have you seen? Now I can now press under here. If it's too short, I can just click on my text and type anything, click any keyboard, any key, any letter on my keyboard, it will to increase the size. Okay, I will now reduce this and take it closer here. Let me take it down small. Okay, let me take this up. Then I can now centralize it. Okay, so this is how we design an ID card. Okay, now for this space here, I'm going to repeat this logo. I'm going to put this logo behind. So what will I do? I'm going to copy this and I'm going to paste this. So I'm going to reduce it here. Look at that, place that logo here. Let's see where scale it. I'll reduce it then, or let me scale it. Everything, and that is it. That is it. Everything. All right, we can take it to the right. Good. And our ID card design is ready. Do well to come back here and watch over and over another valuable content, as we'll be dropping valuable content on weekly basis. Okay, this is your ID card design. I know you've learned something. Do well, come back here and learn more. Thank you.